this fourth game. That would put them in a really good place after 3 weeks of the season. And Vance Jackson, in addition, with Adam Drexler and TMB Trilogy, James Johnson, 6th year leading what's been really that original dynasty franchise in the league.
Even back when I was coaching here in the Big Three, his team was one of the teams you had to beat. This is a good start. This is a good start. Earl Clark getting into the paint, taking the type very difficult to guard at his size when he's 16 feet from the basket.
Yeah, Earl Clark along with Jordan McRae and James Johnson, and a turnover by Houston as Jonathan P. Erie had playing for you. Three-headed monsters burst onto the scene, and now in his 6th Big Three season. Man, that went fast.
Yeah, it does. It's amazing, right?
I feel like we were just in Vegas for those bubble games, and he was just going off every night.
But you know, it's interesting when you look at Houston and their squad. They've got good players. You know,
bank shot.
Go out and make a three from wherever you want to.
Merv can't answer. Austin, the tip, the rebound, and the reverse is good. But Houston's roster.
I want to make sure that I say this because it's important. I know that their team is constructed to be able to switch everything. He doesn't have a point guard, so he wants to be able to switch, for the most part, every position. That's why everybody's about the same size.
Simmons with the finish there. I mean, you've got winners, and they waived Derek Favors, the captain, just not the right fit, so they bring on Vance Jackson as McRae misses the three, and it's pulled down by Austin. Simmons, an elite three-point shooter in the league, an elite scorer, and he wanted a foul there too.
That duel really helped our team have a great year.
James Johnson for 4. I mean, when he was in the end with Indiana, and the shape he's in, obviously he's accomplished as an MMA and martial arts fighter.
Yep.
But the way he moves on the floor in 3-on-3 is really fun to watch, because that wasn't his role for a long time down the stretch of his NBA career.
Well, obviously with his MMA and fighter too.
Karate black belts, kickboxing, MMA. Both of his parents are black belts. Denied by Austin, but a foul. And he's
that foul
shoot.
Was not on.
You ever see? Let's take a look at the foul first. Yep.
Actually before the shot got off, he was in his motion.
I always think of that scene, My Cousin Vinny, when Marissa Tomei's on the stand. She's like, my black belts, my siblings are black belts, my cousins are black belts. We've all done it.
Yeah,
a long litany of success in fighting from his whole family.
Well, listen, when you have a family full of fighters, you know, your brothers and sisters get into fights all the time. That must be one heck of a fight.
Yeah, at some point, his parents should give up.
Yeah.
Here's what they... Johnson inside, and he kicks to Earl Clark, sets the feet, the three is off the mark. Johnson. Austin.
That's not his game. I mean, he can shoot, he can make a couple, but when you're 0-2, you've got to find a way, an absolute way to play. And I haven't seen them with a game plan just yet.
Yeah, loose ball foul. Murphy and Clark both going for it. So
He was a nuts and bolt guy. He'll come out here, he'll shoot some threes of that nature, but defense and playing in the trenches is really what his game is.
Tap no good for Austin. Jalen Johnson, Big Three veteran, skips it out to James. Sizing up Austin. Takes him baseline. Johnson with the strength, and he finishes.
Weight room to chest on someone.
Gives TMB Trilogy the lead. Murphy can't answer, missed the rim. McRae with the easy stuff. 4 points for James Johnson.
And that goes double for the Big Three.
Simmons over Jalen Johnson, back of the rim. McRae there. Here's James, opposite baseline. And Austin slapped it out. Isaiah Austin, by the way.
I know when he sees that film, he's going to be talking. His players are going to be texting him after the game.
Did it count? No, wave it off.
But I couldn't tell you that it was an absolute.
That's 0 by a second.
No, at least.
Now, on the first look, we had the clock there.
A clock violation.
What did he say? They have people that have the notepad there with the coach.
Yeah.
And they can actually see it beforehand, or that's someone's job to actually watch those things.
That second row.
Yep.
Simmons blocked but a foul on James Johnson. Jonathan Simmons against James
Interesting
Johnson.
matchup. Johnson, super length, strong. Simmons is can't settle. He's got to make his move early. If he gets a little bit, if he gets a step, he's got to finish it.
So Simmons scores or is fouled. 2 points for Houston. Pulls up and gets it to go.
Oh, little shit.
11-10 DMV, representing the districts, Maryland, Virginia. Jalen Johnson, the former ball hog, out for Earl Clark. And a shot clock violation on DMV. This game's kind of a little stuck in the mud in terms of scoring. Murphy pulls up for 3.
Everybody's settling.
Yep. And it takes a couple of baskets to regain the flow. McCray on a step back from 20. No. Tip. Short for Clark. Falls to Murphy. Bulldozes in the lane. Nearly stripped. Gets it to go and a foul.
Opportunity to get to the rim and you get a possible three-point play. Hard drive.
First year with Houston for Kevin Murphy. Last year was the captain of the Ball Hogs. Didn't swim, but he had been there a while. Change of scenery. He's the new captain now that Favors was waived. 3 is good. It's Jalen Johnson.
You can always see the difference in the way teams play. You think about power and the way they play. You think about Trilogy and the way that they play. You think about the triplets in the way that they play. Reasons that they're struggling.
Yeah, and that's problematic. McCray and 1, fouled by Vance Jackson. Played 2 games in the playoffs, but gets a ring and gets it to a 1-point lead for DMV Trilogy.
They do have a very good basketball team.
4-point shot out of the timeout. Just grazes the iron.
Always tough to come out of timeout and shoot a 4-point play. Oh, good pass.
And nearly got to Jalen Johnson on the seal. Classic
for a long time.
And I would imagine, if you go by the pedigree, the guys they put around him, that's a good guy to play off of and around.
Well,
1 year it was Jarrett Jack at the point, then Isaiah Briscoe took on more of a lead role.
Briscoe made him go.
Oh, man.
Yeah, pretty amazing.
Adam Drexler in for Houston along with Jackson and Murphy. Jalen Johnson is fouled, going up against the 6'5 Drexler. Wears 22, just like his father did. The commish. Johnson, too much English, and Drexler gets a stop.
But it worked out for him, so it's good.
Vance Jackson out for Kevin Murphy. Crossover. Nowhere to go against McCray. Good defense. Jackson, the cut. Steps, hands off. Drexler, 1 to shoot, and a violation on Houston.
He only got 14.
Defending for the full 24, or even in college, the full 30.
Yep.
But if you defend for the full 14,
if you just defend the first 2 passes, or if you body up, if they're going one-on-one, you don't have to stop the shot. You just make them take a bad shot. They don't have enough time to do too many things.
Earl Clark against Austin. Hangs and connects. Earl Clark with 7 points. A 21-16 lead for DMV Trilogy. And Adam Drexler fouled hard by James Johnson. They do. And that's where James Johnson, he's nicknamed Bloodsport. Review.
And you should smile.
Isaiah Austin ducks against Clark. Late whistle, but a foul, and there was no.
Yeah, got him on the wrist. Stopped his follow through from his hand. Had to call a foul.
Saw Clark getting a breather. Jalen Johnson all alone with the longest losing streak across multiple seasons in Big 3 history. So they're trying to end it today. Let's see if they can do it.
Yeah, well, you get a trophy for everything in today's world.
Murphy for 4, not there. Gets it back from Austin, though. Drives the lane. High and in for Kevin Murphy.
But for me, Trilogy's not playing great.
No.
They've been able to score.
Wave it off. Foul on the floor on Johnson's step to the rim. Warm up, but once the games start, you have to wait around and use your time effectively. McCray, one-legged fade. Got it in a foul. Jordan McCray, a chance at 3 for Trilogy.
In different lifestyles and different mentalities, both teams really need this win.
Yeah.
For different reasons, obviously. Houston wouldn't be with the unfortunate tag of the worst losing streak ever. And then Trilogy trying to stay at the top 4. So both teams really do need this win.
Rebound off the miss. Jalen Johnson, though, third chance. Nobody's fouled, and he'll get a shot. Now entering play, Reggie, as we hit the break. They were 5 for 29 the first 2 weeks from 3, but they also lead the league in rebounds. So right now it's a 5-point lead getting ready for the second.
It's good.
Simmons ducks in. He scores against Jordan McCray. Could start for Houston this half, and maybe that'll carry into the rest of this final stretch.
So a team that's not won, and if you don't put them away early, all of a sudden they become a different team.
Yeah.
So if they tie this game or this ball doesn't, okay, it went in. All right, so all of a sudden if Houston ties this game or gets down by 1, they all of a sudden they feel like they have a chance, and they become different players.
Isaiah Austin for Houston. 4 points in the first half. Simmons off balance. It popped out, but he...
2 guys that can finish on the free throw line.
Not that time. Simmons in and out. Earl Clark sizing up Murphy. Bodies into him, creates space and scores. Start when the scoring was an issue at times in the first half.
And where has most of the shots come from? In the paint.
Right there. Clark. Simmons on him. Fades away. And over the back, James Johnson will pick it up.
Interesting.
Murphy, the swipe, rolls to Simmons, in for Austin. Deflected around and stolen. McCray and a fadeaway. That's good, and that's Big 3 basketball.
Yeah, those are kill tough.
31-24, DMV Trilogy. Austin down the lane. McCray gets him. And Isaiah Austin will shoot 1 for 2.
As long as he doesn't let him get anywhere near the charge circle, he's going to be okay. Isaiah can shoot the ball, though. So for me, he shouldn't put on the floor. Either jab, jumper, or try to get him down deep into the paint.
7-1 against 6-5. Austin to the block. Banker missed. He is currently playing overseas in Israel. Johnson behind the back bounce. Earl Clark lines it up and buries the 3.
He got his feet together. Good pass by Johnson. Feet together, easy jumper.
Switch, Murphy on Clark. Throws it up and hits. 10 for Murph. Switch, McCray on Austin out. Gets by him, the switch to the left, and he scores.
3 trying to work to get switches. That's why I was talking about earlier how important it is to have a team that can switch 3.
Knocked away by McCray. Clark for Johnson. Back for Clark. Back for Johnson. No! Murphy fades. Too much. Here's Simmons now with Murphy and Austin. Simmons starts in the lane. Teardrop, rims out, batted out to Murphy. Murph. And McCray reaching from behind commits the foul.
Yeah.
Larry Costello.
Wow. You went way back.
No, I had a great buffet breakfast, and I read a lot of Basketball Reference this morning.
Okay, good, very good. Interesting.
You played for some
Larry Costello.
Legendary coaches.
Oh my goodness.
James Johnson couldn't spin it in, but he'll get a shot for two.
At UNLV, we averaged 110 points a game in college with no three-point line.
Wow.
It kicks the rookie out of the practice for putting the ball behind his back.
In 1978.
1978. So don't play like that.
Man, welcome to the league.
No, welcome to what the league is not.
Simmons floats it up, and that one drops. He played 80
Yeah.
and 81 once. Different times, of course. McCray pulls up for three and nails it for the DMV Trilogy.
I treat my guys like they're NBA pros.
Yeah. Yeah, it shows. Simmons on a fadeaway. And batted out. Austin the rebound. Goes back to work on Jalen Johnson. And James Johnson swoops in for the rebound for Trilogy.
It's a good shot, though. Good shot.
McCray one-legged fade. That's been his shot. It tips to Murphy. Crossover. In the lane. To the moon. Austin the rebound. Murph again to Simmons. Bumped shot, no good, but a foul.
As assistant coach, so between the two of them, there's some pretty amazing stories of how they coach. And you know, I've been so blessed with so many different coaches over the years. Unfortunately and fortunately, in 13 years, I had 16 coaches. So I saw it done wrong a lot.
Yeah. But the pros, that level,
yeah,
the level of patience. Even college now, it's so limited, but back then, I mean,
when you think about playing for, Bill Russell and having Willis Reed on there, and Willis Reed and I have had that one thing in common. We're both bow hunters. We're both archers.
For four. And Jalen Johnson with the rebound. James now working on Murph.
Oh, made him drop back.
Steps and scores. James Johnson. Oh, how dare you?
Yeah. He'll see that one again.
Blocked by Johnson, deflects, no look bounce. Jalen Johnson, banker missed. Oh, if he made that. Point game for Trilogy. Austin gets the friendly roll. 4 wins it for Trilogy, but they don't need to rush. McCray blocked but fouled by Austin. And Calvin Murphy will bring the fire.
There you go. Well, same scenario. You got to give him a little room and then really elevate on his shot.
Jordan McCray fades over Austin. Not that time.
Exactly what happened. Gave him a little room, allowed him to shoot it, and challenge it. So Austin has so much length.
7-1. He would have been a lottery pick had he been healthy out of Baylor. But was diagnosed with Marfan syndrome affecting his body's connective tissue. Murphy, well, teardrop goes. So Murphy now at 12. Earl Clark against Simmons. Looks off, fades away. Rebound McCray, goaltend on Austin against it, trying to avoid an 0-3 hole. Simmons switched on to Jalen Johnson. Simmons for 2, that's good for Jonathan Simmons. Gives him 18 today. Point game for DMV Trilogy. McCray. Austin the swipe, but out of bounds with 8 on the shot clock.
So you see the difference in both these teams. The teams we saw earlier, the teams that lead, whoever gets it is the guy that shoots it.
McCray says give it to Clark. Earl Clark steps, Simmons on him, throws it up. Tip for McCray well short. Murphy there, blocked by Jalen Johnson. Came flying out of nowhere and nearly flies into us. 2-1 start to the season. Connects.
There we go.
TMV Trilogy the victory. 50-38 against Houston. And the Hurricanes, unfortunate, a 10 straight loss going back to victories. Over to Chris Haynes, who's getting ready to speak.